Hello everyone, it's your girl Veronica. If you didn't know, I am a makeup artist based here in Las Vegas, and I'm also the Space & K Apothecary business manager for Nordstrom's inside Fashion Show Mall on the Strip. So today's look is all about the Las Vegas vibe. Like every time I have a customer coming in and they say,
Veronica, I'm going out tonight. I want to turn it up. I'm going to wear my highest heels, my tightest dress, and I want everyone to look at me.
this is the look that I usually go for. So as you can see, it is a lot of everything, which is all about what Vegas is. A lot of eyeliner, a lot of glitter, a lot of contour, a lot of bronzy skin, a lot of highlighter. It's just everything. So if you're interested in learning about this look and how to get that Las Vegas vibe, keep on watching. Okay, let's get this started. So the first thing I'm going to do is prime my face. I'm going to use the infamous Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. So I like this product because it hydrates the skin. It also gets the skin ready for the foundation. So the next thing I'm going to do for this look, we are going to do a lot of emphasis on the skin, contouring, giving you the most. They want to be super extra, ready to party, and that is what this look is all about. So the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Chanel Le Beige Sheer Healthy Glow Highlighting Fluid. So I love this because it gives the skin such a beautiful glow to the skin, and it's so thin and silky. I feel like it really helps the foundation, especially the foundation that we're going to use today, go on a lot smoother and a lot more flawless. The foundation that I'm using today is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. This foundation is like classic. You can't go wrong with it. It's tried and true. But what I love about it is that it really truly does stay on your skin and keeps your skin looking flawless. And because I want to have a really glowy look, I'm going to use the Juno oil from Sunday Riley. So I really like using this particular oil because it's so versatile. First of all, it's an amazing skincare product. It has an antioxidant. So first of all, I really love this oil because it's just a great general all-over oil for your face. Doesn't break you out. If anything, it helps your skin protect itself from free radicals. It's also a great product to put into foundations, especially thicker foundations that dry down matte. I just put like 1 drop of this oil, and not only does it help blend better, but it just gives the foundation more of a skin-like finish. So I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Complexion brush. But do you see how the foundation kind of has a glow to it? Especially with my dry skin here in the desert, oil is definitely welcomed. You kind of have to work a little quickly with this foundation too because it does dry down and becomes ultra long wear. Okay, perfect. Next up is going to be the concealer. So the concealer I'm using today, I am using the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear All Over Concealer. So this is one of their newer concealers. This concealer is really cool because not only is it an extra large concealer, I feel like they give you more than your average concealer, but it also acts as a foundation. So if you're a really minimalist kind of makeup wearer, you can just pop this on and blend it out and wear it as your foundation as well. I'm just going to put a little bit under my eye. And I'm not putting too much. I'm just kind of putting it just in the hollows of my eyes. And then I'm blending it up onto the cheekbone and then closer to my bottom lash line. And like the foundation, this concealer is super long wearing. So you should stay flawless all night long. Okay, so I'm going to go to my tried and true KEVYN Loose Powder. I'm going to go ahead and set all that foundation and concealer. Checking for any creases. If there are creases, make sure to blend those out before you set it with any powder. Nice. Okay, so now we're ready to bronze and contour, my favorite part. So, oh wait. So, I was downstairs at the Hourglass counter and everyone was raving about this powder that I think just came out, but it's called the Ambient Lighting Infinity Powder. And it is a finishing powder that blurs and smooths out the skin, helps minimize pores. Some finishing powders have the slightest sheer sheen to them. So you can use them just to kind of get the skin perfect. So this is the powder. It is by Hourglass. It has like this really cool swirl pattern in it, but allegedly, this is my first time using it. Allegedly, this is supposed to be like everything. And I'm just gonna brush it everywhere. I mean, that's how I use. They also have this one finishing powder called Dim Light that is like my go-to bridal powder. It makes all the brides I've ever worked on look like they're glowing, candlelit skin. Like, it is the most like ethereal, romantic kind of skin that you can get from a product. I love that product. But this one is supposed to, I'm assuming, does very similar things. I mean, if you look really closely, I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's kind of like swirls of gold and pink and like a champagne color. But I'm just gonna put this under my eyes. Let's see. Can you see it? It did. It did blur. Ooh, look at that. Doesn't my skin look like not velvet, but like satin? Look how pretty that is. Okay. I'm using the Chanel powder brush, which I like because it's that egg shape that I love so much. I can just go in from one thing to another. But yes, that is really cute. Okay, so for bronzer, I am going to use, I've been hearing so much about Bobbi Brown bronzers, and believe it or not, I never used Bobbi Brown bronzers. I don't know why. I feel like in the past, I've looked at them and they look really pink. I don't know. But then I've kept hearing that, I don't know, they either reformulated it, came out with new colors, what have you. I've been hearing that their bronzers have become really good. So to kind of continue on with the theme of this bronzing Las Vegas vibe look, I'm going to use an illuminating bronzing powder in Bali Brown. And it does have a few little flecks of like glitter in it, which is pretty. So again, I'm going back into with that Chanel brush. Start underneath the cheekbone. Ooh, that's pretty. You see the difference? From one side to the other, I'm like so flat on this side. And then I'm bronze goddess on that side. So after that, I'm going up a notch, guys. I'm going to intensify the bronzer with Casino bronzer from NARS. And this is their new Summer Unrated Blush Bronzer Duo, and it has Orgasm X, which is really beautiful. It's a little bit different than their regular Orgasm. It has more golden, like, corally tones in it. And you guys know what Casino is. Casino is like, they're super famous, super cult favorite, darker bronzer. So there's Laguna and then Casino is a little bit darker. Because Casino is a really strong bronzer, I'm just gonna tap off the extra, and then I'm just gonna lightly go in and deepen that Bali Brown from Bobbi Brown. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into the trusty KEVYN Contour Book Volume 3 palette. and it has everything in it. And I love this palette because it has all 3 of the contour shades. It has a blush down here. It's called Venice, and then you get 2 highlighters, one on the pinkier side and one that's a little bit more golden. I'm gonna contour my nose a little bit. I'm gonna dip it into a little bit of the Bali Brown just to warm up the contour, because again, we don't want to have those gray, hideous stripes on the side of our noses. And we're being really extra with the contour and bronzer because, again, this look is very Vegas. Just living here in Vegas, especially from New York, it's a much different clientele, obviously. But I also think tourists that come to Las Vegas, they have this expectation of everything being glitzy and glamorous and like over the top. And they want to have that Vegas vibe. You know what I mean? So they want to look super bronzy, super contoured, big lashes, glitter, like the whole 9 yards. So this exactly is what I would do on a client that would come in asking for a Vegas look. So I'm going like all in with like a full face beat. That's another big, big, big difference of New Yorkers and Las Vegans. Las Vegans love their makeup. Everything is done, where in New York, it's like everything's in a stick and you just kind of tap it on. Like it's night and day in terms of preferences on how you want to look like. And also I feel like in New York it's all about the fashion. So makeup kind of takes a back seat to the clothes, to your vibe, to your look. And then makeup is kind of like an accent to the fashion. Whereas here, people don't care really about fashion, unfortunately. And they are more focused on their makeup. And make sure to contour your nose, especially if we're doing like this super bronze contoured look. Don't forget to contour your nose. I mean, unless I guess if you have like a really prominent nose and you don't really need it, it just looks very weird if you're like me with a very Filipino nose and you have everything chiseled on your face and then you have like a flat nose with nothing on it. Like it just kind of balances the look, you know? Nice. Moving on. Okay, so next we are going to continue adding on to the many layers of bronzy, glowy, sun-kissed look. And I'm going to use this bronzer duo from Peau. Sorry about the packaging, but I literally just ripped it off of the Peau counter. And I'm going to use this one. This one is number 105, and what I love about this color and what stood out to me is that it wasn't really a bronzer color, even though it looks like a bronzer color. But yeah, like it's not a bronzer. It has peachy tones, and then the dark color has more like a mauve-y tone. And I wanted to mix those two together to do that Bobbi Brown technique that I talked about, where I do like a more muted blush first and then do a pop of color. So I'm gonna pop it with that NARS blush that I showed earlier with Casino on the other side. So again, everyone needs to get this brush. It's by Chanel. And I'm gonna go use this brush, and we're really just gonna use the tip of this brush. And I'm literally touching the tip. I'm not pressing down on the brush because then the application would be a hot mess. So you want to place just on the apples and bring it up on the cheekbone, but not up high on the cheekbone. We're gonna save that for the highlighter. I like this technique because this color, the initial color, is going to fill out the majority of the cheek to give you that nice flush, but because it's kind of competing with the bronzer, I want that pop. So that's why I'm going to go into the NARS duo and go into this color, Orgasm X, and it is such a pretty color. And with this, you even have to be more light-handed with this because it is so bright. So you have to be light-handed or else you'll look crazy. We're going to place it more in the apples of the cheek, not like dead center in the apples. You don't want to look like Raggedy Ann, blend it into that first blush. So it goes bright and then it fades into that Clé de Peau blush, like that. See? But I love this color combination because it kind of gives me that sunburned vibe. I know that doesn't sound cute, but it's like perfectly placed sunburn, if that makes sense. It's aesthetically pleasing sunburn. So now we're gonna use a highlighter. So this highlighter is brand new from Bobbi Brown. It is the Peach Glow highlighter. I think it's new. I feel like we had a highlighter similar to this a couple years ago because I have one in my plethora of highlighters at home, but this one I think is a newer color. The Bobbi Brown rep said they were new, so I'm assuming this is new, but you can take a look. It is so potent, which I love. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of that, tap off the extra, and I'm just gonna pop it. I go right on my brow bone and I bring it to my cheekbone. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna go bridge of nose, bow of lip, chin. We're just placing the highlighter. Very glowy. Okay, so girl, we have a lot of products on our face. So what we're gonna do before we go move into eyeshadow and brows and all that good stuff, I'm just gonna take a little bit of setting spray and I'm using the Eve Lom Radiance Face Mist. This isn't marketed as a setting spray, I don't think, but I use it as a setting spray and it makes my skin look so beautiful and glowy and radiant. And again, that is the vibe for this video. We are all about radiance, bronzy, glowy, and extra. Okay, so we are going to set this makeup, get it all melted together, because what I like about setting sprays are that it kind of takes all the different components on your face and then kind of melts all the edges together so it all works together in harmony. And that is when I feel like people come up to me and be like, oh my god, your skin looks gorgeous, because everything kind of melts together. I feel like you spend all this time placing the color in different areas and then the setting spray melts everything, diffuses the edges of the products and makes it look more like skin and not makeup sitting on skin. I'm just gonna spray a little bit of this on my skin. I'm gonna shake it up. And I get it in there, girl. I actually have a fan here in the studio, so I'm just gonna let this dry down. It dries pretty quick, but look how glowy I am. Ooh, girl. She's coming apart. But look how glowy I am. I felt like that spray really melted the highlighter onto my cheekbone, and I'm just ready, girl. Okay? What is next? So we did all of Complexion. Complexion is done. Now we're gonna do the brows. Hello, duh. So we're gonna go into my tried and true. This is my jam, Anastasia Granite Brow Powder Duo. Bobbi Brown dual-ended eye definer brush. All right, so let me just quickly throw these brows on. Brows are on. We are moving forward. What are we doing now? Okay, so we did the brows. Eyes. Hello. Eyes. What I'm using for the eyes, I'm really excited to use, but I'm using Tom Ford. So this looks a little bougie. So today we are using De La Creme, which is this beautiful palette here. Can you see it? This is like such a great, like, everyday even, like, palette. Like, if you don't know what palette to get from Tom Ford, these two will set you straight. So the other one I'm using is number 37 Smoky Quartz. But, I mean, how beautiful are these colors? Like, together, aren't those like the perfect, like, everyday, all day, versatile colors? The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go into this color here. So I'm going to go this like tan color. And generally I like to start with like a tan color when I'm doing a dramatic eye. Just again, to really set the shape of the eye look that I'm going for. It's kind of like drawing. If you guys are artists out there, most artists, before they actually start painting or really laying down like their main medium, like paint or pen or ink or whatever, they do a light sketch of whatever their piece of art is, and then they go over that light sketch with the actual medium that they're working with, just so they can see where the color is going to go. So that is kind of what I'm doing here with the eyeshadow. So I'm using an eyeshadow that's slightly darker than my skin tone, and I'm just kind of sketching where I want and how I want to shape this look. So I'm pulling it out a little bit, just like that. And even though people that visit Vegas, they want to be super extra, they still want to be pretty, right? So this look is very pretty, but still very glam and very festive. But I'm telling you, these eyeshadows, first of all, blend like butter. I mean, it's Tom Ford. Perfect. Now we're gonna move into a smaller brush. Hello 224. And then we're gonna go into, and then we're gonna gradually get darker. So I'm gonna go into the Smoky Quartz palette, and I'm gonna use this color here. So we are just going to pop that right on the outer corner. Lift your brows. That really helps open your eye area and see the bone structure, and that kind of helps you know where to place colors. So I'm really just keeping it on the outer corner and underneath that brow bone and fading it inwards. And I know with a lot of people, they'll look at themselves like, oh my God, I look like crazy. I look like a raccoon or something, but I promise everything comes together once all the components are there. So now I'm going to take that NARS blending brush that I love. The precision blending brush. What is on my nail? Ew. So I'm gonna take that same darker color from the Quartz palette. I'm going to use it under my lash line. So right here, bring it underneath to do like a pre-smoke. You could even take this little brush and really hit that outer corner to intensify it and bring it in. And then you can just clean up a little bit as you go. So I'm just gonna kind of hold off on any more eyeshadow, and I'm gonna move into liner and then go back to eyeshadow to kind of make it even more. Girl, I gotta hurry up. There are makeup artists coming down from downstairs trying to get these products because they are doing makeovers themselves. So I got to move it. Next up, I'm going to do an eyeliner. I'm going back into those fabulous Hourglass Voyeur liners that just came out. So we are going to, okay, wait. We have to curl my lashes first. So make sure to curl your lashes. I don't curl them too hard when I'm putting false lashes on because I don't want them to curl to the point where it's hard to put the false lash on. So I just slightly curl them. And I also curl my lashes before I do any kind of like eyeliner, because if I curl them with the eyeliner on, it will mess up the eyeliner. So this is gonna be more, you know what? I lied, I am lying again. Hello, we're in Vegas, we're in Vegas, we're in Vegas. We need glitter. Hello. So I'm using Hourglass glitter. It's called Scattered Light Glitter Eyeshadow in the color Reflect. And girl, she's made in Korea, so you know they know what they're doing. So how I like to apply these, I like to use my finger. I love the texture of these shadows because they're not like regular eyeshadows. They're like in a little pot. They're not pressed. They're almost like cream. It really is such a hard, it's a hard description. Either way, it is a powder, but it feels like a cream and it's super glittery. And I'm just gonna place it where I didn't put the darker eyeshadow. Let's start here. Yes. Look at that. You know what? It doesn't have to be perfectly blended. Just get it on your eyelid, okay? That is the vibe. So I'm just lightly building it. So glam. This look is such a glam look. Bring it in a little bit more. I want it to look like light is just like shining right into the inner corners of my eyes, you know? Okay, let's do the eyeliner. Do my little technique that I love so much. We're gonna do a little heavier of an eyeliner than normal. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring it up a little higher and a little thicker. I'm taking a different brush today. I'm using the flat eyeliner brush from Laura Mercier. And I'm just going to wing it out. Yes. So I'm going a lot heavier on this eyeliner because the lashes I'm using are super dramatic, and they're actually from one of my good friends' companies, Lashin and Vegas. Shout out to Kai. If you want drama in your eyelashes, Kai, Lashin out Vegas is the place to go. Hopefully, I'm going to reach out to her and try to get a promo code for you guys. So that can be found in the description box below if you want to check out her lashes. So let me quickly do the other side and I'll be right back. Yes, this liner is so extra. So liner is on. Do we love it? It could, you know, once the lashes are on, we will see because I will adjust accordingly. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to continue to make this a little bit more dramatic, believe it or not. Back to this NARS brush. I'm going to go into the darkest color here from this Smoky Quartz palette from Tom Ford. And I'm just going to go right into like where the eyeliner and my... Oh, am I covering you guys? Oh my God. Lift your brows up so you can see your bone structure. And then place the color, and then take the 224 and blend it in. Don't over blend it, keep it kind of where you placed it so you can see that definition. Love it. Okay, other side. So now we're gonna do the bottom. So this is a really easy, fast way to do a bottom smoky. Black eyeliner, go into the waterline. I usually don't like doing this because it gets into my contacts, but for the sake of the video, we're doing it. So get the black onto the waterline, take a small brush. I am going to use, the brush that I have is the Chanel, this tiny Chanel brush. I'm gonna go into that dark color from the Tom Ford palette, Smoky Quartz. And notice I didn't blend it or anything. I literally just put it on. Then I'm gonna take, while it's still wet, so I'm using the eyeshadow on the brush to blend out the eyeliner. And because it's a powder, you're setting that gel. So I'm just gonna take a little Q-tip just to clean it up a little bit. And it kind of matched into the eyeliner. Let's do the other side real quick. You have to move pretty quickly though, or else it will set on you, and you don't want that. You want to get it as smooth as possible. And to further smooth that out, I'm going to go into this color. So I was using this color to smoke it out. I'm going to go to this color. I'm going to go back into, where are you? This NARS brush. And then I'm going to go over the black. So it fades from black to that brown again. Remember I did that in the beginning? And that's going to make it gradiate into your skin. So it doesn't look like a stark black line, you know what I mean? Because we did all that work on the eyes, this is where we bust out the mascara. And we're doing the mascara before the lashes. Let me grab the lashes, hold on. So this is the packaging for the lashes. Lashin out Vegas, holla. And these are they're very fluffy, very dramatic. And these are their, oop, girl. These are called Divas, and they are the more natural of her lashes. So you could only imagine how dramatic she gets. So I want to do the mascara real quick. I'm using Lancome Hypnose Doll Lashes. Let's just do this real quick. I'm not too worried about the mascara being perfect because lashes are going right on top. But see how when I curled it first, it's more like a natural bend because if I didn't curl them, my lashes would have pointed down. And now because I curled earlier, I'm not gonna mess up that liner that we spent all that time trying to be perfect. The lashes are not the star of the look. You know what I mean? These lashes are. So I'm gonna pop these on real quick. I grab them with tweezers and I just kind of measure to see how they fit. And look, they fit pretty good. So let me pop these on real quick. Watch, I'm gonna transform before your eyes. Lashes are like my sexy, you know what I mean? I feel like everybody has their sexy. Like some people like completely transform when you put foundation on them. Some of them you put eyeliner on them or lipstick and they become a different person. For me, putting false lashes on me transform my face. Are you ready for it? Hold on. Still a little wet. Oh my god. These are dramatic. And to think these are her more natural lashes. Okay? I'm gonna let them dry down a little bit, and then look at the difference. Isn't it funny how like every time I add something, it's like a huge difference compared to the other side and just keeps going and going and going. So now I have these ultra dramatic lashes on. Look at that. Yes. But I will most likely do another tutorial just showing specifically how to put on falsies, you know? We're on. We're on. Okay. That was an ordeal, girl. God, these eyes are so dramatic. I feel like I have to like make everything else more dramatic too. All right, let me put a little bit more blush because I feel like these eyes are drowning everything else out. Okay, now we're just gonna quickly do the lips. Okay, so for lips, we're doing one of my favorite lip liners of all time, KEVYN AUCOIN in Carnal. This is like the perfect nude lip. Girl, we are doing a nude lip with this eye look because it is all eyes. And then we are going to just give us a little glossy JLo lip moment. So I'm doing this lip like in a very 90s kind of way. So a very thick lip liner. And then I'm flipping it, using the brush to blend it out. Kind of give you that ombre. And P.S. the ombre look has been around forever, so don't try it with acting like it's a new thing from like a couple of years ago. Because I remember everyone was all about that ombre lip. And I'm like, girl, you've been doing that since late 90s. Probably before that. Okay, so lip liner, lipstick. I'm using the color Flesh and Tom Ford. Super popular color. It's like the perfect nude. I need to wear a lip liner with it. I can't just wear it on its own, but people are obsessed with it. Such a good color. That's my technique. It helps gradiate the liner into the lipstick. We're almost there, guys. Okay, the finishing. Oh wait, guys, you know what? I didn't put bottom mascara. All right, so let me just do that really quick. Because believe it or not, through all of this drama on my eyes, a little bit of bottom mascara actually really helps. It did something. It definitely did something. Even through all that eyeliner and glitter and fake lashes at the top, definitely adds. Can you believe I used to do like a look like this every day when I worked at MAC? All right, last product, guys. Oh my god, that was too much. Where are you? It's a brand new gloss from Bobbi Brown. Yes, I just hit my nose. You see that? It is called the Crushed Oil Infused Gloss in Bare Sparkle. So pretty. Can you see it? It's like this beautiful, like peachy clear, glittery lip gloss. And I'm just gonna put it right in the middle. Perfect. All right, let me get back. I'm just going to zhuzh up my hair a little bit and I'll be right back. All right, guys. We've made it to the end. This is the final look. This is kind of the look that I go to every time somebody comes up to my counter and asks me, I want that super glam, very Las Vegas, I'm going out tonight and I'm going in look. So with that said, if you're ever in Vegas, hit me up and I will do your makeup. I am here located at Fashion Show Mall, just so you know, at Nordstrom's at the Space & K Apothecary counter. All my contact information is down below. You could reach out to me via my Instagram at thatnordychickv. Again, all the products I've used in this look is located down below in the description box for you to purchase. Again, thanks so much for joining me on this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!